Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Jamerson, and welcome to another little art video. I know it's been a very long time since I've posted any art stuff, and it's mainly because of I've just not been in the mood to make any art videos right now. I'm trying to focus on the gaming stuff right now because I really want that to work. I really want my art and my gaming stuff to work well, and I've been playing games. And not only that, I also have been not in the mood to draw, to be honest. And I mentioned it in that long commentary I did a while back. Probably link it somewhere, if I remember to. But anyways, let's get right to it. A long-awaited painting like series where I study an artist from the past or a current artist or whatever. It doesn't matter. Artists that I find interesting, and then I just try to mimic their style the best way I can. Uh, the artist that I'm focused on in this video, I don't know why I said picture. This video is Jacob Lawrence. He was an African American artist, painter, who was active around the Harlem Renaissance period, like close to like around the World War II period. Um, he was I would describe him as a historian, storyteller, documenter, like anything that's synonymous or similar to those words. That's what he was, because he loved to portray people's experience, especially the African American experiences in Harlem, where he grew up in. And uh, I really like that. That's one of the things I like about him, is because the one of the things I like about him because if you don't know, African American people here in America, we can't really track our lineage in America or really anywhere, like mainly because like the way our ancestors were um, taken, and like we really wasn't treated um, with any decency, or we're just basically property that it doesn't really matter where we came from, but it mattered where we went to. I don't know where I was going with that, but anyways, uh, us black people, we can't really track our lineage like to anywhere really, because all of our history is erased. That's what I was trying to say. There we go. But anyways, like I said, that's one of the things I like about him, because he wanted he wanted not only himself to learn about his ancestors, but he wanted other people to learn about it as well. And he did it. And the way he did it is through art, and he did it in a way to where it would be easily recognizable and easy to understand for anybody that like looks at his paintings. And that was like one of his mantras, is to like basically make his art like universally accepted, like basically mainstream. So like he didn't really in his paintings you might see that like it's very simple, very geometric, and just using really only shapes, and that's with purpose, um because they're easy to recognize, um and that's why like the people that you see in his paintings, they don't really, their faces aren't really detailed. Like the most the thing that you'll notice most about them is probably their skin tone, um whether they're like black or white. But for the most part, um you like for the most part it's pretty simple. Uh and then it's like there's a like a term for that, but basically it's like the simpler a design is, the easier for you the viewer to like put yourself in their shoes. And I feel like that's the reason why he was so famous, especially after his Great Migration series, which was basically like several, like I think it's like 60 or 90 panels or canvases of paintings where he just documented uh African Americans migrating from the south to the north after the, I think the First World War or the Second World War. I'm not sure. I want to say it's the first, because technically his mom, his yeah his family was one of these African Americans who migrated from the south to the north for a better life. Uh, it was a pretty interesting series. Like all of his paintings are pretty interesting. Like regardless of like there each painting he makes tells a story. The series is like not the series. There was one where it's called The Shoemaker, and so it's a very colorful painting. Like this big black guy, like he's like in the painting he's super big, and I'll put a picture of it so that way it's easier for you guys to understand when I'm describing. But it's a big black guy. He's making shoes, these like tiny shoes, and like he's super huge. Like he takes up like a third or two-thirds of the painting. And basically in the description or the description of the painting, it's basically you can just tell by like looking at it, but in description it just describes like, no wait, no, it's not in description. I don't know where I was going with that, but not the description. The I'm sorry, losing train of thoughts. I have to cut this out. Yeah, the shoemaker. If you look at the shoemaker, you can tell that like jobs for African Americans were very hard to come by, and obviously like if you got a job, you just take any job that you not you can't take any job you want. Why am I messing up? Okay, this is terrible. So basically what I'm trying to say is that, you know, back in the day during Jacob Lawrence time, like civil rights era, pre-civil rights era, jobs like African American people, we couldn't, black people, we couldn't like get the jobs that we want. So we can only take the jobs that we can that we are given. And so I'm guessing this in the shoemaker painting, the it's like supposed to illustrate that, like, you know, you gotta take what they give you. And obviously the black guy in the painting is like in a room that's like super cramped, that's not comfortable for him to move around, but he's gotta do what he's gotta do. And that's basically what it is. There's some other paintings just like that, some pretty cool ones. There's one where like it's called The Library, where like that basically like it's more of like a self painting from my understanding, or like a reflection of him, because Jacob Lawrence likes to love to you know research his ancestral past on I guess it was meant to, like, you know, encourage people to, you know, go and you know, look up what their people went through, who they are. And I don't know if I don't remember if I said this, because like, I'm kind of rambling, I'm not gonna lie. But that's one of the things I appreciate about Jacob Lawrence, is that he documented our people's struggles and trials and tribulations for future generations to see. And that's it about Jacob Lawrence. I guess I can just go ahead and describe the painting a little bit. Based on like what like I've seen, what I gather from looking at and studying Mr. Lawrence's paintings. I basically try to take something from my experience or what I go through almost every day. And at first I was just going to do one where I have to walk to and from the bus stop, because I don't really have a car. But and like I finished that one, but I felt like it wasn't. At first, I felt it wasn't like it wasn't good enough. I felt I could. There's another thing I could tell, and so that's why I came up with this one, which I would call the bus, I guess, or empty bus, or I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm gonna call it, but anyways, it's supposed to illustrate what's going on in the world right now with the whole COVID-19 thing, and like, there's not a lot of there's not a lot of like since I take the bus, there's not a lot of people up there, and like as it should, and like not and like you the bus is only limited to essential travel. So like if you're an essential worker, you can take the bus. You have to wear a gas. Yeah, everybody has. I almost said gas mask. You have to wear a mask on the bus, and like on our bus here where I live, like there we have limited seating because of that. So that's why you see like the chains in the back with the cross, and like see some of them on the bus. So yeah, it's definitely I felt like this would like, based on Lawrence's like mantra, I felt like this would be better because it's good. It'll appeal to everybody because this is definitely something that's going on, something that everybody's going through. So hopefully, hopefully that that makes more sense, you guys. But what do I have to say about the painting? I would say this was definitely hard, mainly because it was hard for me to stay as simple as possible, just use shapes. I was definitely getting frustrated a little bit sometimes, but I tried my best. I try to stay as true as possible, and hopefully the painting came well, and hopefully I did Mr. Lawrence justice. But like I said, it was very hard trying to be simple, but it was also very interesting and a little bit fun to do. I also noticed that like it's whenever he paints, it's not completely flat. Like it's not just like color. There's also some little detail that like makes it look as texture. So I try to do my best to add that to it, to add some texture to it, so it doesn't look exactly flat. But yeah, I think that's all I really have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You have any, if you just let me know what you think of the painting. Hopefully this looks, hopefully you guys like it. I'm a little wary about it because it's not my cup of tea, to be honest. I don't think I really would like, I don't think I can continue to paint in that style. It's not for me, but at least I can say I gave it a try. And but yeah, just let me know what you think of the painting, what you think of the video, and what else. Be sure to like the video if you like it, dislike it if you don't like it, and be sure to say something in the comments. Let me know what you think about it. I don't know, I've said that 3 times now, but I'm just kind of rambling at this point. But subscribe if you like the content. Follow me on my social medias, it's in the description. I have a Twitch, Twitter, Facebook fan page, TV and art. It's all that information is gonna be in the description below. But if you do like it and you like to share it with other people, go ahead and share it. Hopefully you guys find this informative and interesting. If you guys follow along, if you try to do something like this, let me know, because I would like to see what you guys did. But anyways, I need to stop rambling. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later.